Hello everyone, welcome to another lesson. Today we are following the lessons of communication, communicative functions or social functions. Today our lesson is making and responding to complaints. What is a complaint? So you complain to somebody when you are not satisfied with something. Okay? Maybe somebody is the owner of a bookshop or of a store or something, and you are not satisfied with the service. Or simply with your friends, they did something bad to you, you want to complain. Okay? So I'm going to see again expressions of making a complaint, and we have maybe accepting a complaint and rejecting a complaint. Sometimes you accept the complaint and sometimes you don't. We will come back to that later on. Now let's start with the making a complaint. In order to make a complaint, there is a difference between formal and informal. Sometimes in informal settings, we don't need expressions. We just say what we are not happy about or what we are not happy with. Okay? But in a formal setting, we have to make a certain expression, we have to say a certain expression first before we give our complaint. So you can say, I'm sorry, but I want to make a complaint. I'm sorry, but I want to make a complaint. And then you give your complaint after that. I'm sorry, but I want to make a complaint. Okay? I'm sorry to say this, but, for example, I'm sorry to say this, but you forget to sign here. I'm sorry to say this, but you forgot to sign this document. That's one type of a complaint. I've been patient enough, but you can say this to your friend, husband, wife, wife, husband, and so on, or simply people working together and so on. I'm not satisfied with the way, for example, I'm not satisfied with the way you do your job. I'm not satisfied with the way you speak to your parents. I'm not satisfied with the way you treat your friends. These are making complaints, okay? Now, accepting a complaint. What do you mean by accepting a complaint? We accept, we acknowledge that it is our mistake. That's why we accept the complaint, okay? And if we reject the complaint, it means we say that it's not our problem, it's not our mistake. We shouldn't accept that, okay? So it depends on different situations. So accepting a complaint, you can say sorry about that. I'm very sorry, I didn't know. I'm awfully sorry. Okay? Please accept my apology. I do apologize. I just don't know what to say. So you can say this and you can explain more. For example, you can say, sorry about that, I'm going to change the book for you. Maybe the book is cut, or maybe it's not the right one. So the owner of the bookshop can say, sorry about that, we are going to change it for you. Okay, that's accepting. Now, rejecting, you can say rejecting or refusing. You refuse or you reject the complaint because it's not your mistake. I'm afraid there is nothing to do. I'm afraid there is nothing to do. Okay? Sorry, but we can't do anything. It's the same. Sorry, but we can't do anything. Sorry, but it's not our mistake. Sorry, but it's not our mistake or our fault. I wish we could do something, but I wish we could do something to help. But it's not our mistake. But, and you can add anything. Okay, well, I'm going to see an example before we finish. So, student A, for example, I'm sorry to say this, but you are sitting in my place. Okay, I'm sorry to say this, but you are sitting in my place, in my seat, and so on. Student B, I'm very sorry, I didn't know you were sitting here. I'm very sorry, I didn't know you were sitting here. This is accepting a complaint, but you can say, sorry, but it's not yours. Sorry, but I didn't see your, let's say, your luggage here or something like that. So it depends again on situations. Now let's come back to exam questions. What are the exam questions that we expect if we have an exam? So the first question is simply match these expressions with the function that they express. We are going to have a table like this, upside down, and we are going to have, here we have functions, and here we have the name of the function. For example, I am sorry, but I want to make a complaint. It is making a complaint. You say it's making a complaint. The second question or type of question is write a dialogue in which you express making a complaint, rejecting or accepting, depending on the information that you have in the question. There is one certain problem that I want to end this lesson with. Many students, whenever they see I am sorry, their mind goes to apologizing. Try to read everything slowly and try to understand when you have an exam question. So, I am sorry, that's apologizing, yes, I'm sorry. But I want it becomes making a complaint. So it depends on this situation. When you see I am sorry, it's not all the time apologizing. It can be making a complaint and other things. Okay. So this is our lesson for today. If you still have questions, don't forget to put them at the comment section below, and I will be very happy to answer again. See you in another lesson. Bye.